Hey, what's going on guys? John the Video Guy here, and today we're going to take a look at some of the hidden features you might not realize that are in Premiere Pro that you can use to your advantage in video editing. Let's dive in. The first one I'm going to go over is the Track Forward Select tool. The Track Forward Select tool allows you to select all the clips on the sequence in the timeline in front or behind of the playhead. Let's see how this works. So I'm in Premiere Pro here, and how to get to the tool is it's the tool right under the selection tool, Track Forward Select. And this is nifty, especially if you have a lot of clips and you want to add clips in between other clips and so forth. Instead of trying to marquee select everything and move it forward or backwards, you can use this tool to select and move everything at once. So how this works is wherever the cursor is, you want to click, and everything in front of that is selected and moves forward. That way you create space in between the clips before and after. This also works with single tracks. So say in this example, if we only want to select the clips on track 1 and not track 2, what you can do is hold shift and you see it's one arrow, and you can click on the track you want to move, hold down shift, and move it. You can see how that works. So that's the first tool. Let's check out the second tool. One thing you might not realize is, similar to a lot of other design tools in the Adobe Creative Cloud, that there are guides in Premiere Pro that you can use. So let's take a look and see how this works in Premiere Pro. Where guides are in the Program Monitor. So if you look here, if you select the Program Monitor, you can bring up the rulers, and it's the same shortcut as in Photoshop or any of the other ones. It's Command or Control R, and that brings up the rulers. And you can select and pull out, you can click and drag out different guides that you want. And say if you're working with something and you want to add text or something, this is the easy way to line up different things to whatever is in the Program Monitor. And similarly, you can go to View Clear Guides in order to clear guides out of your way. All right, let's take a look at the next one. So the next tool is Audio Samples. You can choose to select and edit in different ways on the timeline. You can change from frames to audio samples. And the way to do this in the timeline panel is go to the hamburger menu next to the sequence name and show audio time units. You'll notice that it displays the timeline now in audio samples. And this is useful for working with music tracks if you want to get a clip precisely in line with an audio sample. So if we zoom in here, so you can see currently the way it is, the downbeat is slightly after the clip. So using audio samples, it allows us more headway or room to work with to try to align beats to clip cuts. So you can see that's much better aligned now. And this is a good way to edit audio to clips when you're in that time period of the edit. And you can see how that works. So this is very useful to, editing music to clips and getting that precise cut in. The next tip I found is, and this is very useful, you can select and replace clips that are in the sequence with something that is in the source bin, something that's in the source panel, or in the project window. Let me show you how this works. So if you go into the sequence here, say if you want to replace this clip with what's in the source panel, what you can do is left click, go to Replace with Clip, and you can choose from Source Monitor or from Bin. So if you select from Source Monitor, you'll notice it changes, but we have a little bit of an issue here. you can see since the clip we replaced it with isn't as long as the other clip, you can see that there isn't any media here in this designated space. So you can easily just trim it off and you're good to go. So this is a quick and easy way to just simply replace clips with other clips. The last tip I have for you is you can reset different parameters for clips in the Effects Controls panel. So let's see how this works. Let's say if you apply an effect or a different look to a clip, say you scale it up or you alter the position or rotation, you can easily reset those parameters in the Effects Controls. Let's take a look here. So in the timeline, say if we were messing with this clip and we scaled it up, maybe we moved it over, maybe we rotated it, and say we don't like this, you can easily reset the whole motion parameters, all of these, with a simple button. And although it's right here, sometimes we're not aware of these buttons right here. So, and you can do resets for individual ones. So say if you scale it up and you don't like that, you can always reset it. So that's a quick and easy way to reset changes that you've made to clips in the Effects Controls. I hope you found these quick tips useful, and maybe you learned something, maybe you didn't, but I hope nonetheless these provide some value for you. Thanks again, we'll see you next time.